The third section of industrial standard and safety is the procedure and TPM, quality certification procedure. What are the steps? Otherwise, what is the method of quality certification? The first one is while you are getting, if you want to certify your company, means the management should committed or commitment. And second one is second step is or second stage is educating the regarding ISO education. You can arrange training to your all employees to get educated. Next, organizing to work on system, otherwise organization to work on our new systems is the third procedure. Next, build up the documents, otherwise it is, in short, documentation is the fourth procedure steps. Next, fifth one is the study of existing system. Actually, company which interested to go for certification, they already having their own existing systems. For that, you can study what we have now. Then you can think about the what to change for ISO standard. Therefore, study the existing system. Next one is aligning existing system towards ISO standards. You can align or you can go to the ISO standards by changing in the existing system, aligning the existing system to the ISO standards. Next, audit and accreditations. You can check or verify the systems and setting the coordination group and subgroups. You can make groups, coordinate the group and also subgroup, then they are trained for a new system. Arranging the training for leaders and coordinators. Then prepare the procedure manual, operation manual and work instructions regarding the ISO. And update all drawings and specifications. Finally, after getting all these in ready position, you can go for apply and get the registration. Then total productive maintenance. What is a TPM? TPM is a company-wide team-based effort to build quality into equipment, focusing on maintaining the equipment. The machines, the equipment should be productive and to improve the overall equipment efficiency or effectiveness. It is maximally utilized. Total means all employees are involved. Everyone should be responsible for TPM. Therefore, involvement is very important here. It aims to eliminate all accidents, defects, and breakdowns. Once if it is properly maintained, means it automatically eliminates all accidents, defects, and breakdowns. Then productive, you can give maximum. Actions are performed while production goes on. You cannot stop or shut down your industry or your machineries for maintenance. Your machinery maintenance, the machinery should be in the productive way. Troubles for productions are minimized. In the machinery or even the equipment, the troubles of the production, troubles for productions are minimized. We cannot shut down for any repair work or maintenance work. Next, maintenance, keep in good condition. Always you can keep your conditions of machinery or equipment is good, and always go for repair in case of any repair is required. Clean and lubricate. These are routine work for TPM. To aim to TPM, aim of TPM is a zero breakdown, no breakdown or zero downtime. TPM means total employee involvement, already given. All involvement, all employees should be involved in this. Total equipment effectiveness means zero breakdown. Next, TPM implementation. How implemented? TPM focuses on optimization of planning and scheduling, availability, performance and yield are other factors that effective of products affect the productivity. The maximum utilization or optimization of available resources. Availability losses arises from breakdown and changeover. That is the situation the line is not running when it should be. Performance losses arises from speed losses. Maybe small changes in the speed reduces the performance of the machineries, or small staff also reduces the effective utilization, idling or empty position. Therefore, should maintain it properly and should reduce all those things. In the case the line may be running, but it is not producing the quantity it should be. Sometimes the effectiveness of the machinery or your line will be there. Effectiveness means line is running, but production rate will be reduced. The quantity produced will be reduced. Yield losses. Yield losses means the output of the machine will be lost. Consists of losses due to the reject, means product will be produced, but product is defective. Poor startup behavior in the producing the product. And these losses lead to low values of overall equipment effectiveness. Overall equipment effectiveness OEE will be reduced, which provides an indication of how effective the production process. TPM helps to raise the value of the OEE. By implementing the TPM, the production, the effectiveness of the production will be increased. By supplying a structure of facilitate the assessment of these losses. Application of TPM leads to both short and long-term improvements. The benefits of the TPM: increased equipment productivity. Whatever the machinery or equipment used, their productivity is increased. Reduce the equipment downtime. There is no breakdown or downtime. Increased plant capacity. Maximum utilization of all equipments or machineries. Lower maintenance and production cost. Once there is a less maintenance, less breakdown or less downtime, the cost will be increased. Therefore, lower maintenance and production cost. Approaching zero equipment cost defect. Actually, no equipment will be defects. Therefore, approaching zero equipment cost defects. Enhanced job satisfaction. Once all machinery will be working properly without any accident or any other type of breakdowns, the employees will be satisfied. Increased return on investment. If it is maximally utilized, the return on investment is more. These are the benefit of TPM. Then go for MCQ. Which of the following field the TPM focuses? Planning, scheduling and productivity. The answer is D, all the above. Next, second one. What is the abbreviation of OEE? OEE means overall equipment effectiveness. It is a B. B is the answer. And third one is the result of TPM implementation depends upon the management system, organization structure, leadership, organization strength. Mainly depends on the organization structure. That's answer is B. And last one is which of the following is a benefit of the TPM? Increased equipment productivity, reduced equipment downtime, increased plant capacity. All three are the benefit from the TPM. Therefore, answer is D. So, all the above. Thank you.